with Blazer assistant coach Nate Tibbetts, who helped coach the Summer League team in Las Vegas. Coach, how you doing?
Hey, Mike, how you doing? I'm good.
We're doing good. We watched and called the games from here, even though we went to Vegas for a couple of days. Didn't get a chance to see you. Now that you've had a day or two to think back over it, what were your reflections on Summer League?
You know, I thought we had a good summer. We didn't maybe win as many games as we wanted, but I think we played 4 really competitive and good games. We laid an egg against Atlanta when we played them the second time, and they were ready for us. But I thought we responded and played pretty well against a good Utah team in the last game.
Now, looking at the Summer League and what everyone's there for, a lot of guys are just trying to make teams. Was it different with this Blazer Summer League team that had 6 guys that are on the regular Blazer roster? Were your aims and goals different for this Summer League team this year?
It's still different because they're playing a different role than they would during the regular season. Obviously we coming off a really good year where we won over 50 games, and the guys that played for us in Summer League didn't play major minutes for us during the season. So, they're trying to establish themselves and separate themselves and trying to find a role for us. But it can be challenging because they're put in situations that they're probably not going to be put in during the regular season. But it did really help as far as putting our offense in and knowing what we want to do offensively and defensively.
Now, Thomas Robinson, did he mean that much that, kind of everything fell apart when T-Rob left? Was it just the 2 teams played well against you, or Thomas Robinson's that important to this Summer League team?
Yeah, I think it was just, a mixture of a couple things. Maybe we were feeling pretty good about ourselves and, didn't remember what it took to beat Atlanta the first time. Missing T-Rob had a really good game going for us. He was extremely active defensively in that Atlanta game that he played and really helped us set the tone for us. I think we definitely did miss him in his energy.
Coach, was it the plan to play Will Barton as much, at least initiating the offense and almost playing a little bit of a point and seeing how he, his court vision, his court presence, his defense looked pretty good too? Was that kind of the plan going in, or did that kind of just take on a life of its own?
Yeah, when we got Bobby Brown to come to Summer League, we wanted a veteran point guard that had kind of been around a little bit. Yeah, we wanted to give him an opportunity to establish himself as a ball handler. Same with CJ. Maybe Will handled it a little bit more. But Will can create. And this is his 3rd year in Coach Stott's system. And I think he did a really good job of, showing that he could be, maybe a 3rd option point guard for us if need be. Or, the great thing what Coach Stott said is just with him and CJ, when they're on the floor together, it doesn't matter which guy brings it up. One of you establish the offense and initiate it and get us into our stuff. And I know they did a lot better job of it this year compared to last summer.
CJ and Crab move up. Did they move up in the eyes of the coaching staff for the season coming up? Did they stay the same? Will you be able to use them in this next season, looking at the Summer League?
I think CJ has got a talent. He can make basketball plays with the ball. He can make shots. I think, this is really the first time that he had played in almost 2 years. He came back right after, we had played so well and, trying to find his way during the middle of the year, that's tough. And, he did a really good job. Defensively, we got to keep challenging. I think he made some strides. And, Allen didn't play great the first 2 or 3 games, but, Allen, he's not going to be a guy that just stands out with his individual stuff. He kind of fills a need and a role. He's going to be better with better players around him. And, just doing what we ask defensively, He gives you great length at the 2 position or 3, and can guard multiple positions. So I think both those guys, had a good summer.
What now that Steve Blake's there and Lillard's there, what position do you look for Will Barton and CJ, and how do you fit them in the rotation if you're Coach Stotts?
Yeah, that'd be a great question for Coach Stotts, I guess. No, I think the front office has done a great job of giving our staff options. I think once the team gets together and guys will start to establish their roles, and the more guys that you can play multiple positions, the better. And I think our young wings, having a veteran presence like Steve Blake will really help those guys, because Steve can initiate the offense, and if it's Will or CJ, maybe they could handle a little bit more, and Steve can spot up and things of that nature. But we'll figure it out. I think we're really excited both about Chris Kaman and Steve Blake and what they can bring to our team.
Coach, assess your big guys at Summer League in Vegas. As far as, you mentioned Thomas, and I know it was unfortunate that Myers Leonard had the shoulder injury just prior to Summer League starting. He did get to play, didn't get as much run as you guys would have wanted. You know what you have in Joel Freeland, but talk about those guys. Myers seemed like the last 2 games really played pretty well, had some blocked shots. Little things like setting picks and his floor spacing, those things seem to be coming along. Game seems to be slowing down for him a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's feeling more comfortable. Yeah, it was disappointing that he had hurt his shoulder, just because, he had a good month of June, and in camp, the 3 days before he got hurt, he was really solid and, playing well. And first game or 2 back, he was trying to get his wind back and trying to see if he could trust that shoulder. But I thought his last game was his best game. He played against a good player in Gobert, and had some open looks and made them, but also, he got out and ran the floor. And so I think Myers had a good summer, especially the last game. He finished well, and, Thomas Robinson, his best game was the game that he probably got injured. I mean, he had good numbers for the whole summer, but we just need him to be solid on every possession. We need him to bring that energy that we probably don't have another big that can, and he did that at times. And the big thing with him is just doing it consistently.
Coach, what's next for you now? I mean, now with the draft gone, Summer League gone, you're getting a chance to I know you coaches don't like to say vacation, a little time off,
right.
But are you going to get a chance to get a little break here before we ramp up again?
Well, actually, I'm headed to dinner with Todd Forcier. We're in Madison visiting Wesley Matthews, so the break has not begun yet. But this is a fun time for us to go out and get with our guys. We had a double day today with Wesley, and we'll get another one tomorrow. And during the season, as you guys know, traveling and game travel, there's no time to rest. It's all business all the time. And so this is a fun time for us to come out and kind of meet their families and their friends and go out to eat with them. So we're and there's no snow here in Madison right now, so it's all good.
Yeah, and good luck keeping up with Forcier. He's a crazy man, so don't let him run you into the ground.
And I'll try to
make
do
Wes pick up the check too. He's making a lot of money. Yeah.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Nice job in Vegas, and get yourself a little time off, please. I want you, rested and ready. All right.
Oh, yeah, we'll be ready.
All right. Coach Nate Tibbetts. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks,
Coach
guys.
Tibbetts joining us here on Trailblazers Courtside.